So I'm gonna hit the campus, go to my first day of classes, and I'll see you guys later. So I just finished my first lab of the quarter, and I'm drinking a Monster right now because I'm so tired. But I'm going to my next lecture, so I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we just finished classes for the day and we're gonna hit legs. I'm sleep deprived, but that's okay. We're gonna make it and we're gonna enjoy this session. So I'll see you guys later. Alright, so I'm taking a little break from studying and reading and school and all that jazz. But what I want to talk about is training and nutrition, mostly training. And why is it more beneficial to follow a structured training program as opposed to just following your gut instinct and going to the gym whenever you feel like it and wasting a whole bunch of energy for one day and then getting sore for like a whole week and not wanting to go to the gym again. Okay, as you can tell, I'm pretty biased towards the former side, which is having structure or following a program to the T. I guarantee you, a lot of you have probably followed the program for a few weeks from bodybuilding.com or some forum or whatever, and you're all motivated to like follow it, and you're like, oh, I get it. I just gotta go to the gym, work hard. But then you start following your own routine, which stems from that program you followed initially. And then all of a sudden you start like stagnating really quick because you're not pushing yourself. And what structured programs do is they enforce improvement. Having a program is like having a personal coach, but he's not there with you. He's just kind of reminding you that you gotta hit these numbers, but he's not telling you, oh, you have to do this or you'll die, or you have to do this or else you'll fail. Like, you don't have that verbal reinforcement. And realizing that these structured programs could benefit like a coach would will help you realize quickly that you need to follow a program ASAP. I know a lot of people, they'll follow their own routine and it works. That's perfect, that's great. This video is not geared towards you, or at least this segment of this video is not geared towards you. So I'm sure you're watching me and you're like, oh yeah, this guy's entertaining, but I don't agree with you. That's fine. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just giving you my 2 cents and my personal, I guess, short-term wisdom that programs work. And the thing is, like, follow any program. You don't have, there's no magic program. There's no like, you know, if you follow Wendler's 531 or OGUS 753 or the Bulgarian split or some squat everyday program or Christian Guzman's program, like, none of them are gonna work as optimal for you ever. Like, it's up to you to choose which one you want to do and follow that to the T, or at least enjoy the program, which will encourage you to follow it to the T. And so for me, I'm following OGUS 753, and it's hard as hell. It's really hard. It's just like lots of volume, lots of strength, lots of time spent in the gym, but these are things I really like about the program, which encourages me to continue doing it and following it. So, and that's the thing. You shouldn't follow your own program, because a lot of us have a little bit of self-doubt and we're not capable of following through with what we believe in. Like, for the most part, I'm not saying you're not confident. I'm just saying, like if you created your own program yet you haven't really made all the gains you wanted to make in your life, then I don't think you should trust yourself to implement your own program. You should follow someone else's program that's worked for a lot of people, and from someone who has a ton of wisdom in this industry. Like Matt OGUS, he has a ton of wisdom, and I'm gonna trust him because he's made tons of gains, and again, I trust him, so I'm gonna follow his program. And a lot of people are following his program, so it's kind of like you have a system or a support system of people who follow similar programs, so that you know that it works for others, and then it should work for you too. So it's sort of like a socially accepted way to commit to something. So that's another benefit of following a well-known program, is that it's worked for people in the past. There are people who have written these programs who are trustworthy, they have integrity, and it's hard and structured, and it'll enforce gains. Like, you cannot not make gains. So yeah, those are 3 major keys to following a program. Another thing is, if you don't understand how training programming works, like, rep sets, volume, strength, intensity, recovery, all that stuff, then following one blindly is better than not following one. Like, you're not dumb for not knowing or understanding the concepts. It's just that you're new to this, so you need to follow it and figure out why this works. Like, you're gonna make gains, you're gonna be like, wait a second, I noticed that when I deload, like, the next week I'm way stronger, wonder why that is. And you, like, over this many cycles, you're like, oh yeah, you're actually overcompensating by recovering on the deload. Like, yes, deloads are easy as fuck. Like, a lot of people skip them because they're like, oh, it's too easy, or I have energy. It's like, that's not the point. The point is to, like, it's like to stop while you're ahead, recover, and then keep going, rather than going up, and then you crash. Like, you gotta know when to taper back, especially if you're a natural athlete. Like, we don't recover as well as enhanced athletes, so following a structured program is gonna help us. It's conducive to natural gains, and since enhanced gains, if you're enhanced, you can just keep training and like just make gains all the time. But you really need to structure your training if you're natural, because like we only have so much energy, so many hormones floating around your blood, like to help regulate recovery and all that stuff. So you need to be intelligent about this. Another thing about following a strict training program is that you start to learn what reps do for your physique. And I'm assuming you're more interested in training for your physique rather than like powerlifting competition. Although you can train for a powerlifting competition, I'm not an expert at that at all. I just train for strength, to build more muscle, to look good. But yeah, my arm is getting really tired. Just give me a second. Taking a little break. I don't like tripods because I can't really move around. I'm just like sitting in my room, so that's why you're probably thinking, why don't you just use that tripod to help you out? I don't want to use it right now. That's for something else, which I'll talk about later, or maybe never. Okay, another thing is that training program like 753, it tells you that you got to hit these reps in these sets with this much weight this day, right now. and you're like, oh man, that's so hard, but like it says on the program I gotta do it, so I gotta do it. Like regardless of whether you're tired, whether you have high energy, whether someone is telling you to do something else because they want you to hang out with them, like you still gotta do that. Like you have it on paper that you're gonna do it, so you better do it, or else you'll never make it. No, but I'm not serious. I'm kind of serious. And also, if you don't understand how training works, then following it and trying to figure out what pattern you're doing, like from realizing what you're doing, is also really beneficial, because like you'll start to realize, wait a second, some days I do 7 reps, some days I do 3 reps, some days I do 10 reps, but on those different days you're doing different weights. So you realize, wait a second, on the days I'm doing fewer reps, I'm doing way more weight, and then on days I'm doing more reps, I'm doing less weight. But then I'm doing 10 sets of 3 on the heavy days, and I'm doing 7 sets of 5 on the lighter days. And then you realize that like you're actually training in different rep ranges, and then you realize that there's also a reason for having different rep ranges, because you make different kinds of muscle gains in different rep ranges. See, like that's the realization that you have to come to when you start following a program. But the problem with this is, the last thing I'm going to say before I move on to my food, because I'm hungry as fuck. The thing you need to realize is that when you follow this, you start to find patterns in like the rep ranges and the weights, and then you're like, oh man, like this is easy. I'm making hella gains. I'm gonna make my own program. And then you follow your own thing, and then you realize that you can't even hold yourself accountable for your own self. You can't hold yourself accountable for your own progress, because what you didn't realize is that you still have to plan ahead. Like you can't just plan 1 week in advance. You gotta plan out like months in advance. And that's what these programs do. They plan out your training for the next 3 or 4 months. And this is just for the strength-oriented exercises like bench press, deadlift, squat, overhead press. You still have to add in, or you don't have to, but if you want to look better in the gym, you still got to add in your hypertrophy work, like your lateral raises, your dumbbell presses, your incline dumbbell presses, your hammer strength stuff, your flies, your leg extensions. You got to add those exercises to the respective strength-oriented exercise days. So you're gonna have a squat day, you're gonna have an overhead press day, you're gonna have a bench day, you're gonna have this. So you have to sit down and really like plan out, okay, what do I want to build in my physique? What parts of my physique are lacking? And then you start to get honest with yourself, and then you realize, wait a second, like you just gotta plan out your life. You gotta plan it out if you want to get the gains and results that you want. So that's really it. Structure, social acceptance of a program because it was worked for other people, accountability, planning, following something to the T, commitment. Like all these things add up, and then the physique you get in the end is a result of all these 5 things. So yeah, that's why I think following a structured program is helpful and beneficial. There might be some things I left out, which I would like you to comment below what those things were. But anyway, I'll check on you guys later. I hope you guys enjoyed this little, like, I guess rant / tutorial / reason for why I follow a program. Anyway, I'll check on you guys later. Alright, so I'm gonna finish off the vlog with some Halo Top. So, here, check it out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. And hopefully we'll see each other soon. Hopefully I'll have a new hat, new hairstyle. Who knows? Anyway, see you guys later.